Thank you. Josh, hold that. Turn that to the last page. So Josh Jenin with a nice rush up ice. Yeah, I think you're right. Now Gustav Eidergren battling in the corner. Eidergren and Shalen colliding behind the net. Now it's kept in. Oh, and a centering pass over to Riston Siegel, shooting and a save. Rebound, they score! Cooper Shalen, as Riston Siegel had a rebound, and Lucas Taylor was left all alone. And Cooper Shalen bangs in the rebound, and it's 1-0 Bluehawks. Now Mike Shalen. Come up and do some color with me.
But the best color man in the business is right here.
Well, the two of you can do it.
You missed it. You missed it. Rebounds.
Cooper Shalen and a rebound. Now Noah Becker has it. Going cross ice. Oh, he's looking for Dinner.
Bachman, he's a new second-year player.
Who is?
That's Malte Bachman.
Which one is Malte Bachman?
Number 20, left defenseman.
Okay. Now Eric Humble battling behind the net without his shoulder, centering pass.
Play all day. This guy's doing play-by-play.
Actually, that was Connor Katzimakis before. Now Will Steele. Oh, make that Roddick Bach. And the shot sails wide. Now Morgan Mirberg back to the point. Oh, and intercepted nicely by Dinia. And Max Shelberg, Morgan Mirberg behind the net, over to Nathan Dinia. And a nice defensive play there by Max Shelberg, preventing a shot. Now Morgan Mirberg, Moge, centering pass, and look out here, here comes Oscar Jungarve. Now Jungarve with a head of steam, getting around Will Steele, centering pass. Kasdan covers up. So end-to-end action here as Josh Jenin set to take the draw. Wins it back to Logan Lyons. Lyons rings it around the boards. Kept in by Gustav Eidergren. And now sent in deep by Max Shelberg. Ooh, centering pass by Oscar. And now, and Noah Masinter was looking for a Michael Dimoff break. Didn't quite connect, and Dimoff is forced off sides on a nice play by Gustav Eidergren. Now Josh Jenin will take the draw against Morgan Mirberg. And a bit of a delay. I'm not sure what's causing the delay. Now the draw along the near boards, where it's played by Moa Carlson. Carlson looking for Mirberg. Headman pass up to Eric Humble. Now they battle away on the near boards. Noah Masinter's poking at it. Tries it free but can't control it. And now Josh Jenin will come away with it. Jenin through the neutral zone will be chased down by Max Shelberg. And now Jenin has it. Josh Jenin. Oh, and a nice defensive play there. They might have a scoring chance. That was Morgan Meerberg who broke up that attempt. Now Josh Jenin on the side of the net. And he's hacking and whacking, but can't come away with it. Now Jenin has it. Josh Jenin circling. Oh, and he appeared to be taken down. Play allowed to continue, and out comes Huddinge. Morgan. Oh, nice toe drag move to get around Will Steele, but he just couldn't control it. Nice play by the Swedish youngster Morgan Meerberg. And now with a 3-on-1, Noah Masinter up to Josh Jenin. Oh, and he's taken down. That's going to be a penalty. And Eric Humble is going to get sent to the box for tripping. And that might have been a nice defensive play, Josh, or Eric Jenin appears to be in all alone. Josh is agreeing with me.
First lead we've had all spring, Steve.
I believe you're right about that, Mike. We'll take it. The Bluehawks apparently have been saving up for this game. Now Cooper Shalin set to take the draw. Shalin wins it over to Riston Siegel. Oh, but then it's taken away by Huddinge. And now Oscar Jugarve. Played by Gustav Eidergren, taken away by Siegel. Oh, and pass a little bit behind Cooper Shalin, but now Cooper Shalin has it. Working along the near boards. Bluehawks on the power play, but a nice play to break up that rush. And, oh, almost kept in by Huddinge. Now Ryan Rossi with a little toe drag of his own to get around his man. He still has it. Now it goes back to Josh Pick. Shot deflected by Oscar Jugarve. Now Shalin in a big hit as Cooper Shalin was sent flying by Marwin Enestem Svensson. Now behind the net is Riston Siegel, centering pass. Oh, a little bit behind Ryan Rossi. He's taken down in the process, but kept in by Cooper Shalin. Now Shalin, he was looking for Rossi. That pass didn't connect. Nice play there by Svensson. And now finally Huddinge clears and Noah Becker gets taken down. Play allowed to continue, and that's going to be an offsides. So Connor Katsamakis is going to have to tag up, and here comes Morgan Meerberg. Centering pass right on the money. And now William Wilson. Wilson behind the net. Wilson stops, spins, and takes a jolt from Roddick Bakken. Now Josh Jenin on the counter. Jenin, oh, Dimov wanted the outlet feed. Josh Jenin still has it, stops. Back to Connor Katsamakis, back to Jenin. Jenin working along the far boards, back to Katsam. Oh, and just hopped over the stick of Connor Katsamakis. Katsamakis has a bullet, but he couldn't let it fly that time. Now Jenin through the neutral zone. Now Josh Jenin shooting. Deflected nicely by Bachman. And now look out, possible break by Eric Humble. Eric Humble shooting. Kasdan with the save. Oh, Nate Kasdan flashes out the leather on a rocket. And Nate Kasdan, one of the best in the business. You're not going to score from out there on Nate Kasdan. And that should get the Bluehawk crowd going. Lisa Kasdan's happy with that save. There you see Ethan Kasdan, the goaltender's brother. And now it's out to the point, shooting. Kasdan with a stick save. And the Bluehawks cannot get it out of the zone. Kept in by Humble. And now Schoenberg finally will be able to clear, and out comes Nathan Dinia. Chased down by Humble. Humble up to Morgan Meerberg. His pass is intercepted by Anthony Rafalowski, and now Logan Lyons. Oh, and Oscar got a stick on it, but not enough. And Logan Lyons manages to get it to Josh Pick, and now Anthony Rafalowski will work along the far board. Rafalowski with a big hit, and that was a hit from behind. That's going to be a penalty. And Svensson better hope that's not a misconduct. He did see the back of Anthony Rafalowski, and it was just a little bit too late to pull up, and let's see what the call is going to be. And Svensson's going to get called for roughing, and it appears it's just going to be a minor penalty.
Steve, they're calling it pretty loose this year, this tournament. You know, it's an international tournament.
This is an international tournament. Many of these Swedish players are being hosted by their Bluehawk counterparts, so I don't think there was any intent to injure. I believe the call was cross-checking. It was from behind, but I don't think he intended to injure Anthony Rafalowski. So it'll be a 2-minute minor on Marwin Enestem Svensson. So the Bluehawks with back-to-back power plays. And Mike, if you have a couple power plays early and you don't score, that can sometimes change the momentum.
Yeah, Northbrook has been working on the power play, so we'll see if it comes to fruition.
Okay, we will indeed. We'll try to get some comments from some of the Swedish fans a little bit later. But for now, we wait for the draw. It's going to be Cooper Shalin. And I believe he's lined up against William Wilson. And I'm not sure what the delay is again. But now we have a face-off, and it's controlled by Ryan Rossi. Rossi. Look, oh, and he was looking for Noah Masinter, but the pass eluded him, and that's going to be an icing. So a good flow to this game so far. Both teams getting some chances. Nate Kasdan has come up big on a couple of shots. So far, the lone goal by Cooper Shalin. In fact, there's a look at Cooper's mother, Michelle Shalin. Say hi to the Swedish fans. And now look out, Bachman. Oh, looking over to Osko, and he shot it. It was deflected over the net. And out comes Josh Pick. Pick back to Logan Lyons. Lyons along the boards, but not quite to Cooper Shalin. Lyons will try again. This time he goes around the near boards, looking for Ryan Rossi. Pass went through him, and now Max Shelberg. And now, oh, Cooper Shalin. And there's going to be another penalty as Cooper Shalin was taken down.
Steve, those guys have been living together for the last week. I think it's showing.
And I think so. And Cooper got up and had some words. I think that was Malte Bachman. And Malte, and that could be a little awkward at the dinner table tomorrow night.
Peter is disagreeing with the hit there, Steve.
And Peter Bachman did not like the call, but
I think there's a problem with that hit.
It's going to be a two-man advantage, or actually, it is a two-man advantage, although for some reason the scoreboard has a penalty assessed to each team. Let's see if we can have a look at who's working the clock. Not sure who that is. In any event, Bluehawks on the power play, kept in nicely by Will Steele. Back to Josh Jenin. Jenin, cross ice, here it comes. He just missed the near post with a rocket. Connor Katsamakis did. Now Dimov over to Jenin. Jenin along the near boards to Dimov. Back to Will Steele to Katsamakis. Takes a look, shooting. And it's saved by Taylor. Now Jenin. Back to Will Steele, back to Jenin. Dimov wants it. Dimov camped out in front. Josh Jenin over to Will Steele, shooting. Missed the net. And that's going to allow Huddinge to clear, and that will not be an icing. Icing's been waved off for some reason, so Josh Jenin will try again. 40 seconds left on the two-man advantage. Josh Jenin with a head of steam through the neutral zone. Gets around Oscar Jungarve, shooting. Missed the far post. Bluehawks having a little accuracy trouble early on. Now Will Steele in the neutral zone. Sends it in there deep, and it'll be chased down by Moa Carlson, the lone girl on this team. Very skilled. And Riston Siegel, oh, he almost intercepted a pass to Eric Humble. Now Riston Siegel, oh, he's looking for Noah Becker, but the pass was intercepted, and it'll be chased down by Josh Pick. Pick over to Dinia. Dinia takes a big hit from Oscar Jungarve. And centering attempt taken in by Maddie Miskovich, but Noah Becker was trapped in the zone, so that's going to be an offsides play. And Riston Siegel needs some equipment repairs, and Noah Becker will take the draw. Draw controlled by Huddinge. Sent in there deep by Maddie Miskovich, where it'll be chased down by Eric Humble. Humble looking to clear, kept in nicely by Noah Beck. Oh, and the pass just missed. That was Nathan Dinny he was looking for. Now Morgan Meerberg gets around his man. Meerberg had a bouncing puck. Now he works in the corner. Centering pass intercepted by Riston Siegel. And now, oh, Noah Becker. I think he was looking for Dinia, who was going the other way. And Huddinge comes out with Max Schellberg. Outlet feeds Marwin Svensson. Bachman has it taken away by Dinia. Oh, and he just stepped away from a hit as Bachman seemed to have him lined up. And now Morgan Meerberg with a big hit on Dinia. Schoenberg behind the net. Oh, and he was looking for Anthony Rafalowski in front, but the pass was intercepted. And Connor Katsamakis is going to send it all the way in as the Bluehawks head for a change. Now the rookie winger Noah Masinter is on the ice. Rafalowski looking to center. And kept in by Radek Bach. And now here comes Anthony Rafalowski. Rafalowski, a big strong winger. And out comes Huddinge. William Wilson, look out here, shooting. Missed the net. Svensson. And kept in by Huddinge, shooting. Shot it over the net. That was a bullet by Gustav Eidergren. And the Bluehawks want to regroup. They're going to ice it, and that's going to be a whistle, and we'll have a face-off in the Bluehawk zone as they head for a change. There you see Maddie Shalin, younger sister of the goal scorer. Little Katsamakis is there as well. There you see Joe Kasdan, the grandmother of goalie Nate Kasdan. Terry Kasdan in the house. Terry Kasdan had some fine goaltending days in his youth. And now kept in. And look out here, Jungarve sends it behind the net. Logan Lyons. And could not get it out, but Josh Denton has to take it away. Shooting Kasdan with the save. Oh, Nate Kasdan had to be alert there as both Logan Lyons and Josh Jenin had a little trouble clearing it. And it was intercepted. Not sure who that was. I think it might have been Eric Humble. And Kasdan was Johnny on the spot. Now the former Bluehawk star Zach Margulis is in the house. Wow, so some real royalty in the stands tonight.
Oh, Zach Margulis. Oh,
and now Maddie Miskovich goes high off the boards, but it's kept in by Huddinge. And now the puck is cleared through the neutral zone, where it's played there and sent up ahead. And Nate Kasdan swallows up another shot by William Wilson, as the momentum seems to be shifting in the Swedish direction. Fortunately, Nate Kasdan has been very strong, as he always is, and Josh Jenin will take the draw. William Wilson takes the face-off for Huddinge, and Dimov, oh, and he was looking for a Cooper Shalin break, but Max Schellberg preventing that. And now out comes Marvin Svensson. William Wilson now on the left wing. Oh, he had Josh Pick draped all over him. That's going to be a penalty, as Josh Pick is going to get a hooking call. Svensson had a head of steam, so that's not necessarily a bad penalty. But Josh Pick did get the hook in him, and now it's going to be Radek Bach and Noah Becker on the penalty kill, along with Connor Katsamakis and Ryan Rossi. So 32 seconds left, and the faceoff is going to be Noah Becker and Morgan Meerberg. They've become pretty good friends this week. Meerberg, I believe, is staying with Noah Becker. And Meerberg wins the draw. Back to the point where Bachman has it, takes a look. Oh, and a deflection, but does not go on net. And now Jungarve. Jungarve back to Bachman, back to Jungarve. Here it comes, deflected nicely by Ryan Rossi. So Huddinge looking for a lane, but so far the Bluehawks playing the box nicely. now Rossi will take the draw. Rossi against Meerberg, again won by Meerberg. Shooting, he scores! Wow, Malte Bachmann with a long-range blast. There might have been a screen in front, but the faceoff was won by Huddinge, and Bachmann let it fly, and he does have a bullet. And I wonder if one of the Huddinge players deflected it. I thought Bachmann scored that one. Let's see what Bachmann's father has to say.
It was a good hit.
Okay.
What about the mom?
And Mrs. Bachmann?
I'm not big.
Okay. So these Swedish fans came a long way for this game, and they're happy with that tally. And you never like to see a goal scored with 30 seconds left, so let's hope that that does not send things the Swedish way. So 2 seconds left, and that's going to do it for the first period. So Huddinge did seem to have a little bit better of the play. They outshot the Bluehawks 9-4, and Nate Kasdan made some big saves. And after the first period, it's 1-1, and that was a power play goal, as Josh Pick was in the box for hooking. For some reason, the scorekeeper does not seem to be clearing the penalty off the board. That would not fly with most of these Bluehawk parents. And there's a look at Todd Kasdan, the goalie's father. I'm sure he's very proud of the way Nate Kasdan's been playing. We've got some Macinters in front of us. Noah Macinter, one of the rookies on this team. He's playing very well. There's Josh Becker. He's brother of Noah Becker. Josh Becker, a fine hockey player in his own right. A little bit on the modest side. So we've got a packed house here tonight, a lot of Swedish fans. There's a look at Kostya Dimov, father of Michael Dimov. Have a large Russian contingency, although not as many this season as there has been in the past. John Robb in the house there. John Robb, a fine hockey player in his own right. He's got a couple of kids, not in this game, but some fine hockey players. And now the draw. Eddie Miskovich will be forced to chase it, and he's held up by Oskar Jugarbe. Thought he might have gotten a little too much of him. Oh, and a nice play there by Josh Pick to prevent a scoring chance. Now Kasdan with a quick shot. I think that might have been Morgan Meerberg. Indeed it was. Morgan Meerberg with a nice shot. Very quick release on the young Swedish player. And Avi Schoenberg's going to take the draw against Meerberg. And this time it's controlled by the Bluehawks, but sent out of play by Josh Pick. So this appears to be the Swedish section here. I assume the Swedes like what they're seeing towards the end of that first period. Huddinge out shooting the Bluehawks by quite a bit. Swedish fans very knowledgeable in the game. And now the draw, control. Oh, and Morgan Meerberg put it to himself, but it goes back to the point where it's let go. Oh, and boy, Bachmann had quite a shot, and that was deflected, I think. Kasdan had to be alert. Now a big hit in the corner by Josh Pick as he laid a check into Bachmann.
Steve, if I'm going to go early player of the game, I think Bachmann's making a real run for it.
Bachmann is indeed looking very good. A little bit earlier. Look out here. Shoot. Kasdan! Oh, Nate Kasdan. How did he stop that? Eric Humble right from in front of the net as the puck sailed right to him. Eric Humble, I think he thought he had the whole open net. He let it go, and Kasdan somehow got over there and made the save. And the Bluehawks are very appreciative of that save. I do not know how he made that stop. For all the world, it appeared that Humble had open real estate. But Kasdan rises to the occasion. And now it'll be cleared by Radek Bach, but I believe there was a stick above the shoulder. So we're going to have a face-off back in Bluehawk territory. There's a good look at Moa Carlson with the ponytail. I mentioned before she's the only girl on this team, but a very skilled player, very fast, very smart. Now Cooper Shalin takes the draw, controlled by Huddinge. Now Ryan Rossi about shooting. Ah, missed the net. Oh, Ryan Rossi from point blank range. And he just shot it wide. Now Rossi again. Oh, and he almost had another opportunity. But it's cleared, and now out comes William Wilson. Wilson trying to get around Katsamakis. That's not going to happen with the veteran Katsamakis. And now centering pass, shooting, Kasdan. So end-to-end action as Ryan Rossi with a good chance on one end, and then Huddinge on the other end, and one shot went wide, and the other was stopped by Kasdan. Now Josh Jenin will take the draw against Meerberg. And here comes Michael Dimov with a 2-on-1. He's got Jenin. Dimov's in shooting. Dimov score! Michael Dimov came in and Josh Jenin buried the loose change. And a 2-on-1 break as Michael Dimov streaking up the right wing. He spotted Josh Jenin, who was a little bit behind the play. It didn't take long for the speedy Jenin to catch up. Dimov with the shot, rebound to Jenin, bang, it's 2-1 Bluehawks. And now Michael Dimov again. Dimov, centering pass, oh, and Jenin was tied up that time. Now Jenin still has it, and Peter Slatis has it taken away by Jenin. Oh, and a nice poke check by Max Schellberg, and Jenin goes crashing into the boards. Now back to Noah Macinter, shooting, and a save by Taylor. And there you see Dimov and his Swede exchanging pleasantries. That's Moa Carlson, I believe. Now the draw will be taken by Noah Becker, and he put it towards the net, but Gustav Eidergren outlets. Oh, just behind June Garbe. And now here comes Avi Schoenberg. He'll send it in there deep. Or it'll be played by Carlson. Oh, she steps on Rafalowski. Nice play by Schoenberg. And now Gustav Eidergren has it taken away by Noah Becker, who was looking for Rafalowski. Now Anthony Rafalowski has it, centering pass, nobody home. And Moa Carlson will send it back along the far boards to Svensson. Svensson over to Eidergren, back to Svensson. Shooting! That was Jungarbe with a bullet of a shot, and nice save there by Kasdan. So some good goaltending on both ends. Polarid on one end and Kasdan on the other. Now Radek Bach tried to get it out, stays in. And they battle away along the near boards. Riston Siegel and Bach comes away. It was Morgan Meerberg came away with it. And now Bachman, oh, and he was looking for Schellberg, but he lost an edge. And now the diminutive Fabian Tanner goes behind the net. Centering pass intercepted by Bach. And he clears the zone where Bachman plays it. And now Cooper Shalin with a possible break. Cooper Shalin's in. Oh, and he's taken down. And play allowed to continue as Cooper Shalin was taken down. And wait a minute, behind the play, the trailing referee saw it, and that's going to be a tripping call. And I believe, is that going to be Bachman that gets the gate? And nobody seems to be sure who the penalty's on. I thought it was Bachman that took down his friend Cooper. Wait a minute, are they calling Cooper Shalin with the penalty? Oh my!
Not you.
That can't be. Wow.
For what?
Cooper Shalin is getting this penalty.
I don't understand that.
It appeared to me that Cooper was taken down. So perhaps Huddinge caught a break. And now the Bluehawks will be shorthanded. Ryan Rossi taking the draw against Morgan Meerberg. I started to say before, Huddinge only has 11 players on this team, so you wonder if the fatigue factor will set in at some point. Bach into the skates of Bachman. Kept in by Riston Siegel, and now, now Ryan Rossi. Ryan Rossi might be in. Here it comes. He missed the net. Ryan Rossi, you don't necessarily mind that as they are shorthanded. I'm not sure if that was deflected, but the puck did sail into the netting above and out of play. And now Noah Macinter looking for Josh Jenin. That pass didn't connect. And out comes Huddinge. And it's Oscar Jungarve. Jungarve can fly. He's behind the net. Centering pass missed everyone. And it sails all the way back where it'll have to be played by Talarid. Now Bachman will start it out. Bachman up to Eidergren. And looking for Jungarve. He's got him, and Jungarve still has it. Jungarve sends it back to Moa Karlsson, but her shot is blocked. Kasdan with the save. Kasdan! Oh, Nate Kasdan comes up big as Huddinge had at least 3 whacks at that one. A lot of traffic in front of the net. I don't know how Nate Kasdan saw it, let alone stopped it, but Nate Kasdan keeping his team in the hunt here. They have a 2-1 lead. 56 seconds left in the penalty as the Bluehawks head for a change. There you see the great star Josh Jenin along with rookie Noah Macinter, and now the draw won by the Bluehawks, but could not clear the zone. Now it'll be chased down by Svensson, and now Macinter able to clear. So Eric Humble back to Karlsson. Oh, and I think Ryan Rossi might have saw the ponytail and held up a little bit. And now, and Dimov almost intercepted it. Now here comes Karlsson. Karlsson with the head of steam. Over to Wilson, taken away by Dimov nicely, and now Michael Dimov as Eric Humble appeared to have a little difficulty, and Dimov almost had a break. Oh, and now a big hit in the corner as Logan Lyons was taken down by William Wilson. And the Bluehawks clear the zone. Now here comes Max Schellberg. Schellberg over to Bachman. Bachman gets around a couple men, and now Noah Becker got the stick out, and that's going to be a penalty. Noah Becker is going to get the gate for tripping.
1 in, 1 out, Steve.
He's not happy with himself. He was going for the puck.
I really think Cooper left a bag of Skittles in there for Noah. I mean, there's no other reason why.
Let's hope. Snacks are always good in the penalty box. So Huddinge goes right back to the power play. And Schoenberg and Zinnia for the Bluehawks. Morgan Meerberg will take the draw. He's got the great star Oscar Jungarve on his right wing. And I'm not sure who that is on the left wing. I think that might be Bachman. So the wings are very tall for Huddinge. Meerberg a little bit shorter. Morgan Meerberg, from all reports, is a very nice young man. I believe he's staying with the Becker family, as I mentioned before. We'll see if we can get some comments later on that stay. Now Jungarve over to Humble shooting. Kasdan with the save. Actually, I said that was Humble. I believe that was Eidergren. So Nate Kasdan slams the door again. And the Huddinge power play will go back to work. Draw won by Meerberg, back to the point. And a shot. Nate Kasdan got a piece of it, but not enough, as Malte Bachman gets his second goal of the game. And that went through traffic, might have been deflected, but Bachman, we mentioned before, has a nice shot, and he let it fly from the point, very similar to his first goal. And this time Kasdan got a piece of it, but not enough, and it went in the corner of the net. So I'm not sure whether that first goal was a power play goal. This one was. I believe it was, actually. I think Josh Pick was in the penalty box for the first goal, and Noah Becker was in for the second goal. So 2 power play goals for the Swedish team. Now Noah Macinter battling with Karlsson, kept in by Rossi. Up to Masinter. Oh, and Tallerid with a nice play, or else Rafalowski might have had a shot at a rebound. Now Anthony Rafalowski shooting. Saved by Tallerid. And Eidergren has it taken away there. Now Noah Masinter. Oh, he's looking for Rafalowski. Pass hit the net though. And out comes Eidergren. Kept in by Bach, and Noah Masinter with a nice play. That puck was right on the line, but never fully left the zone. And now it's cleared by Huddinge, and Bach better hurry as Svensson was going full speed. And now Noah Masinter, Cooper Shalin was waiting, but he couldn't get it. And now it's going to be and Radek Bach was trying to avoid a whistle, so he didn't touch the puck. But then he realized that the Huddinge player was bearing down on him and would have had a breakaway. So he wisely elected to touch the puck, and we have a whistle. So 6.5 minutes left. 2-2 tie. Cooper Shalin will take the draw against Meerberg. Meerberg, a very good faceoff man. He's taken a lot of the draws tonight. And the referee admonishing Michael Dimov to back up, and this time the draw is won by the Bluehawks. And it's kept in by Max Schellberg, and now Bachman along the far boards. Back to Morgan Meerberg shooting, and Kasdan with a save. Morgan Meerberg with a very quick release was on the point. Puck came back to him. He wasted no time letting that one fly, and Nate Kasdan had to be alert again. Now Meerberg facing off against Shalin. This time Meerberg sent it to his left, there was nobody there. Kept in by Bachman and Peter Slatis. Behind the net to Jungarve, back to Slatis. Centering pass, attempted centering pass, actually hit the side of the net. And now behind the net, they battle, and Dimov got a goal from mine. Now Cooper Shalin with a head of steam again, taking down Schoenberg, shooting, shot it wide. As Cooper Shalin, I'm not sure if he was taken down or if he lost an edge, but he appeared to have outraced his man. Now kept in by Shalin momentarily, and out comes Oscar Jungarve. Look out here, Jungarve shooting, Kasdan with the save. Oh, Jungarve seemed to get around Will Steele. Jungarve very fast, very big, very skilled. One of the top forwards on this Huddinge team. Jungarve now has it behind the net. Centering pass intercepted by Dimov. Now Dimov. And the race is on, but Dimov goes down, and so does William Wilson. And Noah Carlson will play it. Over to Bachman behind the net. Bachman goes down, and Josh Jenin has it. Now Noah Carlson, she's looking for Humble, pass eluded him. Josh Pick lets it go, and it's going to be no goal. As we had an empty net, but there was a delayed penalty. I believe we're going to have a goalie interference. And Nathan Didia couldn't believe it. I think his eyes lit up as big as saucers when he saw the empty net. But there was a delayed penalty, and as soon as Nathan Didia touched the puck, the whistle sounds. And are we not going to have a penalty? If not, I don't know what the call was. I think maybe somebody entered the crease, or perhaps goalie obstruction, which would not be a penalty. So what's the call here? So now we've got another whistle. I'm not sure what's happening.
What's the problem now?
I offered it to him the other night when we drove past him.
And I heard the referee say something about a timeout, but Coach Zach was very animated about that. I'm not sure what the issue was. Perhaps the referee thought he called a timeout. Now Noah Becker. Oh, and he seemed to be taking note. Oh, and he sent it over to Josh Jenin, but Jenin had his stick tied up and couldn't let it go. Nice pass there by Becker. And now Jenin again. Or actually, that's Nathan Diddy over to Jenin. Jenin looking for Noah Becker, but he was tied up nicely by Fabian Tanner. And now in the corner, Morgan Meerberg over to Fabian Tanner. A couple of bodies flying. And now Katsamakis over to Jenin, who took a jolt from Gustav Eidergren. Thought he might have gotten the elbow up. Play allowed to continue, says referee Don Koharski. And now Radek Bach will shoot it in. And what's the call here? I don't believe it's an icing. Perhaps it was an offsides. So we had that sequence where Zach Loesch seemed to be upset with the referee. The players do not seem to be harboring much animosity towards one another. Many of them have gotten to know each other this week and in seasons past. So we've not been seeing a lot of hitting. There's been some. Now back to the action as they battle away behind the net, centering pass to Bachman. Not sure if Kasdan saved that with the pads or if it was deflected. But now we're going to have an icing call. As the Bluehawks, I think, needed to regroup. Now the draw won by Morgan Meerberg, who was looking for Jungarve, but he couldn't get a stick on it. Now Jungarve has it again. Goes rink wide to Bachman, shooting. Didn't get through. Now Katsamakis goes up to Cooper Shalin. Now Shalin might have a break, and he's got Rafalowski on the wing. Cooper Shalin shooting on a save by Tallerid. So a nice heads-up play as they sprang Cooper Shalin. He was going full speed, and Tallerid stands tall in that sequence. So 3 minutes left. 2-2 tie.
Whatever Walter wants, Walter
What? Yeah.
That's what I said.
Now Cooper Shalin back to Ryan Rossi. Oh, and I think they went up the helmet of Tallerid. Wow, Cooper Shalin with a clean face-off win. Right back to Ryan Rossi. Rossi has a quick release, and he put a rocket on Tallerid, who I think maybe got a piece and then hit his mask or helmet. Now Shalin will look to duplicate that sequence. He does, but a little bit out of Rossi's wheelhouse. And now out comes Huddinge. And look out here as Will Steele, I think, whiffed on that one, but he made a nice recovery, and then Kasdan with a save. Now Logan Lyons cannot get around Eidergren. And Shalin, look out. Oh, and Jungarve had Cooper lined up. He appeared to maybe lay back a little bit. Now Jungarve wheeling and dealing. Tried to get through 3 players. He almost did, but didn't get much on his shot. And now Shalin up to looking for Rossi, but Eidergren will play it over to Tanner. Tanner, oh, and he caused Cooper to hit the deck. And now Jungarve. Jungarve will start it out of his own set, and a behind the back pass. Oh, and I'm not sure Rossi knew he had it on his stick, but a dangerous move by Jungarve, and Rossi was right there and wound up with the puck, but couldn't get a shot away. Now here comes Eidergren. Eidergren around Lyons, shooting. We're gonna have another penalty. Kasdan made a save, but that's gonna be a tripping call, I think perhaps on Logan Lyons. Lyons, one of the other rookies on this team. And yes, sir, Logan Lyons is going to get the gate. And Huddinge will head back to the power play. So the Huddinge power play has been very successful. They've scored on 2 goals. Let's see if we can get some comments from one of these Swedish fans. Any predictions as to who's going to score on the power play? Okay, always a good bet to go with Oscar Jungarve. Now Michael Dimup, shorthanded, shooting. He just missed the near post with a rocket. Now Jenin sends it behind the net. Bachman starts it out of his own zone. He's got Jungarve, who I think was looking for the feed, but Josh Pick stepped into Eidergren. And now it'll be chased down by Matty Miskovich. Misko rings it around the boards to Josh Jenin, who clears the zone, and that is not going to be an icing. So Bachman will be forced to play it. Malte Bachman behind the net. Stops, takes a look, centering pass, or rather outlet feed, and here comes Noah Becker. Noah Becker shorthanded, killing some time on the clock. He still has it. Noah Becker back to the point. Josh Pick shooting. Missed the net. Now Noah Becker again. Becker wheeling and dealing back to Misko. Return feed to Noah Becker. Now Noah Becker steps to the front. Oh, and the pass deflected. And Bachman intercepted. Oh, and Rossi intercepted it momentarily. But out comes Huddinge. And Eidergren, I think he was looking for Jungarve, but Jungarve was heading for a change. And now out comes Josh Pick. Pass was at the feet of Noah Becker, and he sends it in there. And now is back. Yes, sir, that's going to be an icing, as Eric Humble got a little too much of that attempted pass, and it goes all the way down, and 27 seconds left on the power play for Huddinge. Now Josh Jenin will take the draw. They realign, and Jenin wins the draw back to Roddick Bach, and a tip by Jenin. Oh, and the puck was loose right in front. And I think Eric Humble prevented Josh Jenin from getting that loose rebound, and Jenin intercepted that one, but here comes Noah Carlson on the counter. Noah Carlson goes, and he goes across the zone, and not sure she realized she didn't have much time. I think Noah Carlson, I think the fans wanted her to let that one go. She was looking for the pass instead. A very unselfish player, Noah Carlson. And
you played 3 games this year? First really good period, Steve.
Absolutely, Mike. The Bluehawks, this is, as Mike Shalin correctly points out, this is their 3rd game. They're looking very good. There's a couple of knowledgeable hockey fans liking what they see. Okay.
You see Todd Kasdan's jersey, Steve.
And Todd Kasdan showing a little solidarity, wearing his Swedish jersey. And usually where you see Todd Kasdan, Beth Becker is not far away. There's Noah Becker's mother. She's happy with the performance of her son so far. There's a few more fans. Anthony Rapolowski's father, Peter, looking on intently. And we can only hope that he's not getting too much of an earful from Kostya Dimov. Dimov never one to be shy with his emotions. There's a look at Alfred Dinia down there. Nathan Dinia having a fine game. Shayna Jenin, the mother of the great star Josh Jenin. And there's Alyssa Jenin. Wow. You do not often see Alyssa Jenin in the house. And Matthew Melnick on hand for this one. Wow. We see, as I mentioned before, Terry Kasdan, a very fine goaltender back in the day. He's on hand to watch this one. So, and there's Josh Robb, one of the stars in the Bluehawk 07 team. So, there's a good look at Connor Katsamakis getting ready for the draw. Connor Katsamakis, a very steady defenseman. And not sure what Coach Zach not liking here, but the Bluehawks seem to be playing a little bit of musical pucks as they keep switching positions, and now the draw sent into the Bluehawk zone where Katsamakis will, I think he tried to go high off the glass, didn't work, but Ryan Rossi has it, and he will go up the middle to Cooper Shalin, who made a nice athletic play there just as the penalty expires. And Humble got around one man, but not around the second man. And Malte Bachman steps around Shalin and kept in by Rossi over to Cooper Shalin. Turnaround shot, and Morgan Meerberg deflected that one off to the side. And it's cleared by Jungarve, and Rapolowski will send it back in there. Cleared to Roddick Bach, back into the zone. Playing a little bit of catch here between the two teams, and now here comes Jungarve. Jungarve shooting! And a save by Kasdan. Jungarve's got a rocket, but Nate Kasdan is going to, as long as he can see it, he's going to stop it. A nice save there by Kasdan.
As long as he see it, stop it. You gotta beat him with the shot.
Some very wise words from Konstantin Dimov. And now Jenin will win the draw back to Logan Lyons. Along the boards, sent back in there by Gustav Eidergren. And now Logan Lyons, kept in by Noah Carlson. Lyons will chase it down again. Along the near boards, looking for Noah in the center. Eidergren got there first. Now Will Steele will backhand it over to Noah in the center. Oh, the pass a little bit behind Jenin, but Riston Siegel has it. And he's going to send it up to Jenin. Now that's going to be an offsides, and Josh Jenin might have let that one go a half second after the whistle. And if this was a normal Nihil game, there might have been some tempers flaring with that maneuver. There you see Eric Jenin, the father of Josh Jenin. He's in his usual post, working the music. A little more gray in his beard than in past years, perhaps. Now the puck sails through the neutral zone, and Peter Slatis sends it into the corner where Logan Lyons will play it. Kept in by Malte. Now Slatis and Dimov behind the net looking for Dinia, who got a jolt from Bachman. And it's behind the net. Now Avi Schoenberg. Max Shelberg got there. And Dimov finally will have an opportunity to clear the zone. He passed to Dinia, didn't quite connect, and Jungarve gets around Dimov. Look out here, Oscar Jungarve wheeling it on Steele. Nice play by Will Steele to force him wide though. And now it comes back to the point. Shot just missed the net. I think that was Shelberg. Now Bachman, nice play by Logan Lyons to break up that passing opportunity. But he's got it again. Bachman behind the net. Over to the corner where Morgan Mierkrug steps in front. But a nice stick by Schoenberg prevented a good scoring opportunity. And Logan Lyons has seen enough. He's going to clear it all the way down. And that is going to be an icing. So 10.5 minutes left. Shots very even. 14 for Huddinge, 13 for the Bluehawks. Todd Kasdan takes issue with the scorekeeper. And so perhaps not the most accurate shot tally. I believe Todd is correct. But the important category is the goals scored, and that is indeed 2-2, as William Wilson will take the draw against Cooper Shalin. Won by Wilson, back to Eidergren. Shot sailed wide. Now back to the point. Noah Carlson goes back and forth with her teammate. I think that, not sure who that was. I think that was Marwin Spencer, who took a hit from Josh Peck. And now a Wilson shot sails wide. Centering pass by Eric Humble didn't connect. Now back to Noah Carlson. Carlson to Wilson. And a lot of traffic in front, so that pass didn't go through. Eidergren sends it behind the net, where Matty Miskovich comes away with it. And here comes Noah Becker. Noah Becker just got a big hit from behind. And play allowed to continue. Noah got right back up. But that was a big hit from behind by Eidergren. And Noah seems to be trying to shake off the cobwebs. He is hurt. So Noah Becker got a jolt from behind along the boards. No call, and now Josh Jenin. Jenin, 2-on-2 with Riston Siegel, gets around his man. Jenin's in, shooting! On a save by Tyler Reed. Gustav Eidergren. Well, let's see if the Bluehawks took note of that and if there's any repercussions from that big hit. Now Bachman behind the net. Pass intercepted by Jenin. Jenin working around Tanner. Jenin brings it around the boards looking for Bach. Riston Siegel went for it, but Max Shelberg came away with it. Now Jenin had it at his feet, but kicked it to himself. Leaves it for Anthony Rafalowski. Ordoronic Bach shooting. And a save by Tallerid. Rafalowski behind the net. Taken away by Huddinge. Now out comes Fabian Turner. Taken away by Rafalowski, but Morgan Meerberg will play it. Now Meerberg behind the net, centering through, or rather outlet feeds. Boost to Jungarve. Oh, back to Meerberg. Meerberg around his man, shooting. Oh, and a save by Kasdan. Morgan Meerberg with a nice play, got around a couple of men. Now, and Jungarve's centering pass didn't connect. Now Noah Carlson back to Jungarve behind the net. Oskar Jungarve still has it. Oh, and nice play by Rafalowski, who puts it through the neutral zone where Noah Carlson has it. Back to Jungarve. Jungarve taken away by Avi Schoenberg and managed to get around his man, but rather his woman, but then his man was there to take it away. That was Bachman. And Oskar Jungarve was on the ice. I'm not sure what happened. He didn't appear to take a big hit, but he gets right back up, and the tall Swedish star seems to be fine. So it looks like Noah Becker is still shaking off the cobwebs down on the bench. Let's see if he misses his next shift. Now the draw controlled by Huddinge. Eidergren. Whoa, and that was over to Peter Slatis, who let go of Rocket and made Kasdan with a blocker save. And now Noah Becker is up again, and he appears to be fine. Don't you watch it? You got hit from behind him. Now Noah Carlson from the point. And here comes Nathan Dinia. Dinia, he almost had Zimov, but passed just a little bit behind him, and that allows Eidergren to send it over to Svensson rather, and another save by Kasdan as Eidergren let go a quick shot, and Nate Kasdan with a stick save. There's Debbie Rossi in the house. Debbie Rossi, not usually a woman of a lot of words, but when she says something, it's usually very significant. Now the puck goes along the near boards, and Ryan Rossi took a jolt there. He got it up to Noel Macinter, who sends it rink wide to Cooper Shalin. Now Shalin had his pass deflected, and Rossi, there was one blue man and 4 white men, so Rossi couldn't do much with that. And that's going to be an icing call. So the fans enjoying this one so far. Melanie Algren, one of the mothers of the Glenview player in the house. Melanie Algren likes to be on hand for big games like this. Now and play in the Huddinge zone. Oh, Noah Macinter with a turnaround pass to Cooper Shalin, but that pass was intercepted by Max Schellberg. Now Oskar Jungarve goes behind the net with a feed, and now the outlet pass back to Jungarve. And Jungarve working on Manny Miskovic, who tied him up nicely, but he still got a shot away, and Kasdan made a nice save. Now Morgan Bierberg put it back to the point, but Max Schellberg had a little bit of the happy feet, and now it goes behind the net to Manny Miskovic. Misko, outlet feed to Rossi. Rossi takes a bump from Jungarve, and now Morgan Meerberg shooting and a save, rebound, and he scores! Nice play by the Swedes there as Morgan Meerberg had the puck on the left side. He got a shot off. Kasdan made the save, but then Oskar Jungarve was there for the rebound, and Jungarve makes it 3-2 Huddinge. Now Josh Jenin will take the draw. Jenin wins it over to Katsamakis, puts it in the Huddinge zone, where it's played by Eidergren. Eidergren pass a little too far ahead of Jungarve, and Riston Siegel will play it there as Siegel Up to Rafalowski and and Jenin had a little bit of a collision there. That was William Wilson who collided with Josh Jenin. That's only going to get Jenin mad. And now, and look out here, Wilson had a point-blank shot, and Kazan made the save. Now Bach over to Riston Siegel, but Noah Carlson had the boards bottled up nicely, or Jenin might have had a break. Now, Jenin appeared to be interfered with, and yes, sir, there's going to be an interference call, I presume, on the Huddinge player, William Wilson, as Jenin looked like he had a path to the puck, and Wilson stepped in his path, and that's going to be an interference call. So now the Bluehawks will get a chance at the power play. Good to see Noah Becker back on the ice.
For a short second.
If only for a couple of seconds. He's going to come back to the bench, but he appears to be none the worse for wear.
I'm sure he knows who he is right
now. Now Jenin, Dimov, and Rossi out there for the Bluehawk forward line. Svensson, Mierberg. I'm not sure who they've got on the right wing. Probably Bachman. And another delay. Actually, that was Max Schellberg on the right wing. Now here comes Josh Jenin through the neutral zone. Jenin, 1-on-3, gets around his man, but the puck squirts away. Dimov has it. Now, Michael Dimov over to Jenin in the corner. Jenin takes a look. He's got Will Steele, who let go a one-timer, but just missed the net. Now Dimov, or rather Jenin, skates in front, leaves it for Connor Katsamaka, shooting! And hits someone in front. I think it might have hit Rossi. Back to Will Steele at the point. Steele over to Katsamakis. Here it comes! Oh, nice save by Tyler Reed, and Jenin just missed the rebound, and then Jenin took a shot to the head. Or actually, that was... Yeah, it was Jenin who took a shot to the head. And I'm not sure what that was all about. That was Marwin Svensson, perhaps a little upset for some reason with Josh Jenin.
Abby, have we seen this before? Abby's been...
Jenin's still out there.
Yeah, it is. 2 passes 2 years ago.
Jenin will take the draw.
And I found it.
Takes Harris out.
Comes over to Will Steele, but the pass a little too hot to handle. Will Steele in the corner, back to Jenin. Jenin over to Dimov. Dimov over to Jenin, shooting. Oh, how did that not go in? Oh, Josh Jenin thought he had nothing but daylight. Michael Dimov in the corner, spotted Jenin in front of the net. Jenin shot the puck, and I don't know what happened there. Tyler Reed must have gotten back in a hurry. And then Jenin got to the seat of his pants for his efforts, but he's back up and okay. Now Huddinge clears. Connor Katsamakis over to Dimov. Dimov shooting. Tyler Reed with the save that time. Now Jungarve can't get it out, and Michael Dimov has it. Dimov spinning. Over to Rossi, back to Dimov, and now Jungarve able to clear the zone, and it'll be chased down by Will Steele. We're now at even strength. So the Bluehawks will regroup, and here comes Josh Jenin with a head of steam. Jenin's been out there for a while, but he seems to be full of energy, and Jungarve just took a whack at Rossi. And Rossi perhaps would have been in front, but he took a hard, appeared to be a slash. No call, and now Jungarve again. Jungarve dancing around Katsamakis, who was in deep. And now look out, here's Eidergren. Eidergren shooting, and it deflected, but Kazan was right in position, so he makes the save.
Yeah, we can get you that. He wants the one from us.
Now the Bluehawks will head for a change. It'll be Becker, Macinter, and Shalin. Josh Pick and Logan Lyons on defense. Cooper Shalin will take the draw. Noah Becker's had a rough go the last couple of days. He got a puck right in the groin area yesterday, and today he got a big hit from behind. And now Macinter over to Noah Becker, who sends it over to Cooper Shalin, and then one of them sent it in deep. I think that was Cooper, went right on net, and gloved easily by Tyler Reed.
I like this pass.
Now the draw, won by Shalin, over to Noah Becker, pulls it to his stick, back to Shalin, and now he's taken down, but Noah Becker still has it. Noah Becker working behind the net, over to Noah Macinter, shooting, and a save by Tyler Reed. Some good work by the Bluehawk forward line there. Cooper Shalin won the draw, Noah Becker, or rather Cooper tied up his man, then Noah Becker had it behind the net, found Noah Macinter, and Noah Macinter got a nice hard shot, which Tyler Reed stopped. And now we're going to have the draw to the right of Tyler Reed. Cooper Shalin. And over to Noah Becker, shooting. Missed the net. Rebound by Shalin, but he couldn't get it in front to his man. And now they're battling away. Eidergren and Becker. Puck squirts free. And now out comes Huddinge. Oh, and look out, Jungarve got it past Pick. Jungarve, centering pass, rebound, head saved by Kasdan. Whoa, Eric Humble took a feed from Oskar Jungarve, and he put it right on net, and Kasdan with a pass save. Now Morgan Meerberg, I think he was just looking to create an opportunity as he put it towards the net. Didn't get a lot on the shot, and now we'll have a face-off to the right of Nate Kasdan. Now the draw will be between Josh Jenin and William Wilson. Draw won by Jenin. Gets it over to Rossi, and now 2 minutes left. Bluehawks need to get something going. Rossi across the line. He's got Jenin in front. Rossi spins, centering pass. Dimov. Jenin still camped out in front, and he gets a shove. But Rossi had 3 men surrounding him, and some good work by Jenin and Dimov to get it to Rossi. He did get a shot away, but didn't get a lot of mustard on it.
Normally he videotapes and he does the dub over at home. Right, Steve? Normally you do the dubbing over at home, but today you're doing live. We love it.
And it's really tiring, I gotta tell you. All right, the draw over to the far boards, where Max Shellberg puts it, tried to clear, but Josh Jenin shooting. He just missed the near post. And now Huddinge clears, and Nate Kasdan's going to play it. And look out here, Nate Kasdan strayed a bit from his net, but now he's back in. He's got Fabian Tanner to deal with in front. Pass goes back to Shellberg. Blocked nicely by Dimov. And now intercepted by Jenin. Oh, and the puck was bouncing, but he might have had a break. Wasn't sure where that was. And now Will Steele gains the line. Back to Michael Dimov. Dimov puts it towards the net. He was looking for Jenin. I believe he was looking for deflection. Kept in by, and it's going to be an offsides play as Cooper Shalin, I think he learned that move from his father. He batted it out of midair, hoping to keep the play alive, but it just squirted out of the zone. So 1 minute left in the third period, and I believe we're going to have a timeout called by the Bluehawks. There's a look at the Huddinge squad, getting some last-minute instructions from their coach. Listening very intently. My Swedish is a little rusty, so I can't tell you what he's saying. Melanie Algren liking what she's seeing so far, wearing her Humble jersey. You see Grandpa Shalin looking on intently.
Yeah, that says that Paul gets hurt.
Steve and Nikki Pick hoping for the best out of this next minute. And here's a good look at the Macinter girls, hopefully liking what they're seeing. They're both fine athletes in their own right, one a dancer and one a soccer player. Now Josh Jenin sends the draw deep into the zone where it'll be played by Bachman, who looks to clear, and that is not going to be an icing. Look out, Eidergren. Eidergren's going to have a chance. And and a nice recovery by Connor Katsamakis took it away. Now Nate Kasdan might be coming out of his net soon. Zimov gets to the puck, and now we were going to have an extra attacker for the Bluehawks. Ryan Rossi on the ice. Now into the corner. Zimov centering pass, turned around by Jenin. And didn't get much on it, and it's saved by Tyler Reed. Now Rossi working in the corner. Behind the net to Shalin. Cooper Shalin takes a look, still has it, sends it back to Jenin. Now Jenin bumped into by Bachman. Zimov back to Jenin. Over to Katsamakis. They need to shoot. Can get through, and that's gonna probably do it. And Huddinge is gonna take this one, and that's the ball game. So a hard-fought battle, pretty even play. Huddinge did seem to have the edge in shots, and the Bluehawks hung in there. They were tough. Nate Kasdan played great, but the Swedish team, Huddinge, is going to take this one 3-2. So a well-played game. Josh, any... Now we're going to have the ceremonial handshake. And we mentioned that these players are good friends, a lot of them, so they're, you can see the embraces. So a hard-fought game. Both teams played well. Very even, good pace to the game, good flow. Relatively clean game. And Huddinge is going to take it. And there you see, Morgan Mierberg and Noah Becker exchanging a little bit of a hug. These two are staying together. And Zimov and Katsamakis with the Huddinge netminder Tyler Reed. Now Zimov has a few words with, I think that's Bachman. And there's another Swede player who's going to come in and get a picture. That's Malte Bachman, Noah Becker, and Morgan Mierberg. So the Krolak Cup, of course, a great tradition in Northbrook. It's been going on for many years and now honors Bob Krolak. So you don't see a lot of tournaments quite like this. And that pretty much says it all right there, folks. That's Noah Becker and Morgan Mierberg, who just fought it out, had a hard-fought battle, but a demonstration of sportsmanship. And I think we're going to wrap it up now, so that does it for us. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast in spite of the outcome, which was Huddinge 3, Bluehawks 2. So long, everybody.